Good night, everybody. We are finally live again. Welcome to the CM Kozeman stream hour with a very, very tired CM Kozeman who just missed you so much. Now, just a second. Who is here? How many people are on? Let me see some people's. Less irritating says hello. Debased Gnome Child, hey, let's go. Hello. How are you all doing? I've been busy for a while. And first time chatter, Dr. Thomas says, hello, yo. Nice to see you all. I hope you all had a great week. Dr. Thomas says, I'm so awake right now, not gonna lie. Was your whole life spent in slumber before you knew me? Thank you. Well, welcome to the stream. In case you're watching from YouTube, welcome again. And the rules of House Kozeman are pretty simple. You will be high in high esteem if you can support me on Patreon, buy me a coffee, or go to the merch store. We actually just launched some amazing shit on our merch store recently, and you may have seen it, but I think you're gonna love it. Let me get some images online. Just a second. I've been busy with the All Tomorrows rewrites, Naiad remakes. I have been working on a bigger, longer, proper YouTube video. It's coming up. And plus, I have been designing and launching these incredible iPhone and iPhone MagSafe Colonial phone cases. Yes, everybody, that's what we have been reduced to, doing merch, but I never shirk from merchandising. Plus also, wait, let's fix this now. Okay, you go. We have the Kozeman Clips channel, which is an affiliate channel. I am not running it. The guy who's running it, he's a online friend. He's very good at his job. He just clips it and just uses it as to his discretion. And please go follow Kozeman Clips as well. Now, I'm trying to build a community here, so everybody is welcome if you have side projects like this you want to pitch me. But yeah, the Kozeman Clips channel, which you see flashing here, please go follow it. It's not me, it's another friend, but everybody needs a support these days. So there's that. Sorry about the interruption. Yes, we have launched these All Tomorrow's Colonial phone cases. They're for MagSafe and they are for normal iPhones. I'm going to have more models online and available soon. And for those, you should go to the merch store, which is in the links below if you're watching from YouTube. If you're watching from, well, the stream live now, let me add it. Let me add it onto the promotion banner right here. You just need to go to cmkozeman.creatorspring.com. Here you go. Here is the address. God damn it. Yep, now our banner has been changed. Hello, says Blake Richardson. Hello. I'm really sorry. Look, I'm a bit sleepy tonight. And it would be surprising to know that tomorrow, the 18th of May, is my birthday. So in 10 minutes, it will officially be my birthday live on stream. And, you know, I would be really happy if you could just support me by buying me a coffee or getting my merch so you get something back too. Yeah. Imagine we're hanging out in real life and you buy me a little gift, a little cup of coffee. That's what buy me a coffee is up there for. So yeah, let me play with this. Let me play with this text a bit more. Sorry, just doing these designs on the fly. Yep, the official shilling headline has been updated. Go to patreon.com cmkozeman, buymeacoffee.com cmkozeman, or cmkozeman.creator/spring.com to get my merchandise and support me. Yeah, let me just get rid of these images now. And we can properly begin our stream. I want you to call all your friends and everybody you know on your socials, on your Discord, on your WhatsApp, or whatever you guys use these days. We're gonna have a nice chat and stream and draw day. I actually have an option we could consider, and I'm gonna get to that in a while. Fallout New Babe says, happy birthday, thank you. Dr. Thomas says, in Australia it's currently the 28th, so happy birthday. It's the 28th. Ah, okay, you mean the 18th. Okay, there's been a mistake. EM10 says, why are you making merch for All Tomorrows? I thought you disliked it. I still don't think All Tomorrows, the old book, is the best that I could do. I mean, knowing my skills and my ideas, I still think it's not the best that I could do. This being said, it's blowing up on the internet these days. Let me actually bring up this new other image, by the way. In TikTok this week, maybe as a cursed birthday present by the algorithm gods, we had a blowout of All Tomorrow's related stuff. And well, this is just incredible, of course. And I'm really thankful, but just check out these Dick Doc videos. There really are something. I mean, there's multiple videos trending, some with millions of views. And even before that, the original YouTube video that All Tomorrows became famous with, the Alt Shift X channel video, that thing got over 18 million views. So with all these people coming in, I had repeated requests for merchandise and stuff. And look, I am a man of ideals, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know. and it is giving me incentive to rush the production of the upcoming new Proper All Tomorrows book, because the book is getting a rewrite. And well, actually, here's a page. I'm writing every day. This was the chapter for the parasites. If you read it, you read it. I write these on paper, and I go home and type them up. So that's how my production process works. I got lots of sheets of paper here. I got watercolor, paint, all sorts of drawing materials. So we're gonna have a fun night together. So why don't you just settle in, prepare your questions. I do have this proposal. Can we do a poll here, I wonder? I don't think we can, but still, we can do a kind of texting. So here are the options, okay? Random, art, and talk stream. We can do that. I have been watching the videos of What If Altist, and I have complicated opinions about him and his content. We can do What If Altist commentary, or we can watch a trashy Turkish B movie again. Why don't you tell me which one you want, and let me fill up my tea, and we'll follow your options, okay? I get to have the final call, but yeah. What's the head count? I don't know. Writing by hand, yeah. These are the choices you get. Although I've been making some pretty swell art, so yeah. I got these nice pens, you know. It's always nice to engage in this sort of thing. Random art sounds fun. Well, I don't know. Somebody count how many people there are in the stream. Donny Goy says commentary would be fun to hear. Let me get some tea and we can get the show on the road. EM10 says random art and talk, random art and talk. Okay. 16 people watching. Lovely. Let me check some messages and go get my tea up. Please go to the merch channel. I really need you to buy merch. Happy birthday, rat. Thank you, vermin. Let's check some messages. Okay. Blake Richardson sent me, oh, a great photo. Wow, this is so cute. Okay, vote on what you want. I'm gonna get the tea and we're gonna get the show started. Smack that all around the floor, smack that. Donigoy says, my boyfriend just ordered me one of your phone cases. Excited to see it arrive. Thank you. EM10 says, in a few months I'll have my first job. Probably buy your merch because I don't know what else to do with my money. Well, I'm gonna develop this merch store now. There's gonna be prints and posters you can order because a lot of you seem to like my stuff. Happy birthday from me too, says EM10. Thank you. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be a art and chat stream tonight. Maybe it's even better we didn't do a what if autist commentary, because actually one of my cardinal rules is to have initiative and do not respond to other people's content. I will go on record though saying this one channel on YouTube, What If Altist, many people seriously dislike him. I don't share his politics at all, but I see something in him akin to myself. And it's not up to me to like set him straight or anything. But he seems to be this like really creative, high energy person with some ideas for right or wrong, an inexhaustible drive, no doubt stemming from some past sort of trauma. And he tries to explain American society and like the history of the world and arrive at some grand synthesis of world and American history by doing these like really eclectic maps like this. His politics, he's this close. He makes all these analyses of the world and stuff, then ties it to woke or like leftists or whatever. But he's this close to seeing the reality. Soon maybe he'll understand it's not woke leftists or whatever. If there are any dislikable elements in those groups, they are the fruit and not the roots of the tree. And the actual root of the problem affecting many young people today is the greed of prior generations and the awful, unstoppable, and totally artificial collusion between techno-scientific progress, governments, and private power. Anyways, that's my thing. And he recently held out a call to debate people on YouTube. And breaking one of my core tenets on this channel, I actually commented saying, look, I have no axe to grind. I got only my thoughts to polish, burnish, you know. Polish them. So if you want to join the realm of CM Kozman and talk shit about the world and where it's going, would be more than welcome. But no such response. This guy has an enormous channel too. I don't think my channel will ever become that big. It is weird, says EM10, how your statement of being this close applies to so many people who are anti-woke. Yeah, it's like being exposed to all the symptoms, but then arriving at this weird, insular, fake answer created in this like very weird bubble of this very weird headspace you go into at the end of high school and the first few years of college. Anyways, enough about this. Let's draw. Okay, also, I have received a very nice birthday gift from Blake Richardson. So I'm just going to insert that here. Blake Richardson just made this incredible Kuhanim illustration saying happy birthday memo. Okay. Since it's officially my birthday, sorry the stream is a bit slow tonight. I'm just gonna put this here. It's gonna keep me company. Keep us company as we chat and draw and stuff. Nordic America is a weird way to explain Minnesota, haha. You wanna do this? You wanna go back there? There are many videos by many channels attacking this guy and his ideas. Now, I think that's the low road, and I'm not gonna do that. Plus, we got our own shit to create. So, ask me questions from your life. How are you doing? How has this year treated you so far? Atin Hera says, the Mercurius cult wishes the best year for you, Hojam. Happy birthday. Thank you. I don't know who or what constitutes the Mercurius cult, but you guys seem pretty ballsy, and I don't want to be on your bad side. Robin from another platform says, happy birthday to our Lord and Savior Kuzumen. Oh God, thank you. Actually, this friend is a Turkish friend. You called me earlier, I know. I was busy. I will call you tomorrow. Ellie Brooks says, it's after midnight. Happy actual birthday. Thank you. Happy travels. And Emir Cesur says, doğum günün kutlu olsun abim. Thank you. I mean, what did I do right to deserve all this love? Oh, so nice. Zing Zing says, you are my hero, happy birthday. Thank you. Messages coming left and right, damn it. Cream Pie says, draw pretty and scary things. That's what got your praises, my king. Blake Richardson says, should I add screen tone and color to my Turkish Star Wars fan art? Yes, you should. We had actually a huge stream about Turkish Star Wars, this hilarious Turkish film. But it was blocked on YouTube on copyright grounds, which is ridiculous because Turkish Star Wars itself is like built out of stolen scenes. But I guess I don't know. But I'm gonna re-upload it onto Twitter or another platform. It was a fun conversation. EM10 says, how do you draw clothes? It's always a struggle finding interesting leg wear. Interesting leg wear? You could draw some people if that's fun for you. Okay, well, I mean, I do have my little pen here. I mean, drawing people for me, it's always looser, and I mean, it would take me a longer time to draw a realistic person from the top of my head, because a lot of my drawings of people end up uncanny. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a type. It's this kind of like scrawny, ghost-like, hot woman character that I seem to be attracting and attracted to. Ooh. Yeah, now we were talking about clothing, but this one just came out naked. Yeah. I don't know. As you see, like, as I draw this, there are a lot of inconsistencies. I mean, this part is weird. These boobs are weird. It looks weird. It looks interesting as a drawing. But anatomically speaking, it's not very realistic at all. But a good way to draw clothing is to actually reference actual people out on the street. And I don't know, I take a lot of photos in my daily travels, so here is one actually. You don't see it very clearly, but it's a picture of the street with loads of people. And I mean, let me draw some figures looking at this, and let's talk about how we can handle clothes in that respect. Soup Master says mask. Jaden says hello Memo. Hello Jades. I hope you are having a great day. Less irritating says, I need a camera that small. Okay, look, let's look at how basically when you're drawing people, you just have to play it fast and loose, especially if you're drawing from a live scene. And the good thing with people is if you change a little detail with the costumes and stuff, the figures are really forgiving because, well, people are really variable. So, like this lady I'm referencing from that photograph. Mikin Spekova says, hi Jaden, we got a community forming. So this was wearing a coat, this interesting cut here, and the bag, like so. It's strange when you're drawing people, it's strange how much clothes shape a person, especially if you're drawing women. Well, man too, like. Yeah, so this is how it pans out. Like, so something like that. Pimpy and Babe says cream pie. Yeah, I will get to the mythology of Pimpy and Babe. But yeah, this is basically how you handle a figure drawing. And then maybe you can move in later and add some more details and color and stuff. I don't know. I think the best thing is to reference from reality. And when you look at real life photographs, you'll notice that people are actually weirdly shaped, man. People have like weird proportions and shit, like, and it feels counterintuitive if you come from a Spekova background. It feels counterintuitive because you're used to drawing creatures with very like specific anatomies. Like most of us usually look at skeletons of dinosaurs and Like we are very meticulous with our reconstructions, but actually with people, you can afford to be a bit weird and scrungly. And as a spec artist, like, you must work really well. I mean, like, when you draw people, okay, you must be as good as drawing people as you are in drawing reptiles or dinosaurs or something, because that's like the mark and metal of a proper artist. Like, you don't have to do this shit. In fact, like, I'm not really a big fan of drawing humans unless they happen to be hot BPD ghost ladies, but it's just like a sign of your skill, you know, how good you are with this shit, because then it translates. And when you learn how to draw this way, it translates into the way you draw animals, and your hand really like opens up. I strongly recommend it. Just sit at a cafe and draw people passing by, or take pictures of a street and then zoom into the pictures and draw them. But ideally, you should be able to do this, like no reference lines. If you noticed, I just drew with just one hand holding the camera and just looking, you know. Not the first time I was drawing with one hand occupied, but anyways, you get the idea, you get the deal. And then you can move in with markers and add color and shit. I got a lot of messages, just gonna read them all now. Insomnia says, have you ever thought of making a movie about All Tomorrows if you could? I mean, I have thought about selling the movie rights to All Tomorrows, but yeah. Okay, lots of messages. Let's read them all. Cream Pie says, Pimpy and Bape. Now, well, these look like, we will get to the Pimpy and Bape deep lore very soon. Kare Fiskrov says, this guy's a very long time online friend, by the way. Hi Memo, happy birthday. You have been one of the most important people in my life since I first encountered you in 2007 as Giant Blue Anteater. You are one of my top inspirations as an artist and as a storyteller. Thank you, my friend. Likewise, you've been with me through the thick and thin. You talked me out of doing NFTs, and to which I'm only grateful. And yeah, I mean, I hope we can meet in real life one day. You're like one of the few people I know only online, and then in a strange way I can count on to be by my side. And likewise. And thank you for your kind wishes. I hope this becomes a good, healthy, happy, restorative year for me, you, and everyone we love. I love Pimpy Son Up on Fire. Watch out. We're gonna have to watch that. Pimpy and Bape Iceberg. Just a second. Just need to do something about the sound here. Mikin Spec Evo says, it's your birthday. I wish you a best and happy birthday. You are one of the biggest artists, Spec Evo and Urban Explorer inspirations. Well, thank you so much. Mikin Spec Evo, he also a great, extremely talented artist on your own right. I think way better than me in some ways. And well, I'm just so happy. And you also had this like incredible nice meeting with Steve Mobcannon recently, where you wrote you were inspired by my works, and that was very cute and nice too. I wish I could have joined you guys. Soup Master says happy birthday. And let's do the PMPM Bape iceberg then. Yeah, this came out really good actually. Now let me show it to you on the good camera. Yeah. Just a few lines. But you can tell a story. Mm-hmm. Pimpy and Babe cloning facility. Pimpy and Babe iceberg. I don't know if this is real, but one of those Bape and Pimpy coded dogs have to be cloned twice. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna look up Pimpy and Bape now. Wait. Jaden says, I wish you a happy birthday. You are a beautiful person, very inspiring to me. Hope you have an amazing day. You deserve the world. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to have you guys before I could get to the world. Okay, let's do the Pimpy and Babe thing now. Pimpy san op, yeah. So it all started with these micro bully dogs that people breed for their weird looks, and they're very squat, low to the ground. They look like little frogs. In fact, some forms are called toad line micro bullies. And actually, I have been having micro bully memes in my channel for a long time, for over a year now. I had this video voice podcast episode where I kept talking about micro bullies. And then basically people breeding these dogs have carried the art of these announcement posters into a new level. I mean, they make these like movie poster like Photoshop edits for their dogs and like for their pedigrees. And yeah, one of those incredible images was this one. 2x Pimpy, 3x Bape. And then apparently this is a meme too. I mean, it's on knowyourmeme.com. A new dog named Dowboy, bred twice from a dog named Pimpy, and 3 times from a dog named Bape. The poster advertising the inbred. Oh fuck, so yeah. Oh my god, so the 2x and 3x, these show how many times they've been inbred. Oh my fucking god. 2 times Pimpy, 3 times Bape, yeah. Now there's a Pimpy and Bape technology tree, a family tree, pedigree tree. I'm just gonna have to drag that up there too. Yeah, just look at this, please. Lopsiders dog, says Blake Richardson. Yeah, I mean, okay, so here is the Pimpy and Bape pedigree for Dowboy. Let's look at this together now. Gandalf the Green says, Merhaba Mr. Kösemen. Sana da merhaba dostum. So let's check this shit out. Crown and Exotics Kalia in the second generation gave rise to MLB's Pimpy. Okay. And then in the third generation, they were bred with IB's Bape. I don't know how this tree works. But yeah, they took a bunch of weird dogs and made them breed with each other. And then they gave them the most hilarious names ever. So, fucking Pimpy and Bape, what you gonna do about them? Let me design you. So I'm gonna first draw like the current version of these things, and then we're gonna do the future evolution Pimpy and Bape, and just take them to the next level. İyi geceler. So this is what one of those things looks like. Yeah, behold Dowboy. I am, by the way, using a very interesting needle drawing pen, but it's a brush tip. They call it a needle pen, but it's a brush tip. These small brush tip pens, they really work well for these like fast and informative sketches. So, well, I really recommend that. Yeah, there's the head. And the body is a bit lower. It really looks like a kind of squat, table-like creature, you know? So this is what we have now, okay? Let's draw the next iteration together. Okay. The nose is gonna be like, actually almost in between the eyes. Living footrests. Yeah, I'm sure these things can bite really badly too, so be careful where you put your foot. Now, the limbs have regressed to a almost reptilian condition. I don't know, this is gonna be like 500x Pimpy, 1000x Bape. Reject mammal, return to synapsid, says debased gnome's child. Yeah, and like the chest will almost touch the ground. these are the rear legs. So it reminds me of an alligator, says, well, yeah, you might be right. How will these things look from the top? This paper became a work of art. Let's stamp this. Gandalf the Green says, I really love your humans. Well, thank you. Practice from photographs. Trace photographs first, actually, if it helps. When you get the hang of how like accessories and apparel work, like it's difficult to understate just how much clothing defines the shapes of people. A very nice birthday message. The world needs more CM Cosmos for sure. You're so special to the whole world. You're literally making the world a better place. I'm gonna cry now. I hope you have a very good day and many more. Thank you. Okay, what was I gonna draw now? What are we doing now? Pimpy best son. Okay, actually, let's take this one step further now. Why don't we do that? I'm gonna use a smaller tip now. Okay, so it's gonna be like 5,000 Pimpy, 10,000 Babe. And by this level, it must be like a Nah, I messed up, but let's see how I'm gonna fix this. No, I messed up. But yeah, it's like a sense of the thing, huh? Let's try again. Even a wider head now. Now actually the nostril is above the eye line, like that of a Mesonicid, or sorry, like that of a primitive whale. And it's just like a literal mammalian head. Yeah. They're devolving. Yeah, these are the best sons. Let's switch. Also, always sign your papers and sketches. I always say this. I'll always keep saying that. Sometimes I even like sign blank sheets and then go out with them and just do them. Pimpy and various subspecies of babes roam the neo-Everglades of Nova, Florida. I don't think these things would last a day in the wild. Starfield Houses says, happy birthday, thank you. How many people watching so far? Gandalf the Green, are you a birthday boy today? Yes, I am. Oh. What should we draw now? I'm sick of Pimpy and Babe. Less irritating says, Mr. Kozeman, I remember saying you have some urbexing adventure videos in store but haven't found a chance to edit them properly. Maybe you can hand over that job to someone. Well, look, I mean, this is a one-man show. I am most comfortable editing my own thing. And I do have lots of urbexing adventures stored up in the can, including a recent one from a recent visit to Eskişehir, which is a city just between Istanbul and Ankara, and I filmed a lot of stuff there, met up with a lot of friends, did some drawing together and like some art activities together. And I mean, let me tell you how much. There's the big Beşiktaş adventure. There's the Eskişehir adventure. There's a haunted Venetian mansion in Istanbul. There's one big video about a graveyard in Kadıköy. There's another big video about the Eminönü district. And there's one video where I explored a gigantic empty building, but it was dark. And well, let me share a few clips with you actually. So I went into this abandoned building. It was fully dark. I only had the light of my cell phone to navigate, but it was like a weird experience. Here's a ridiculous screenshot from that urbexing adventure. I'm just sharing a few with you. So this was a completely dark place, okay? Less irritating says, what about live editing? No, I just work. I just listen. I just have to work. Baba Franco sends a nice icon. Thank you. Okay, let me show you an image slideshow. Okay, let me put some images here. Yeah, this was it. This thing says, give me a hope to live. And that's me. And this thing is over half an hour long, so. And then this is some of the documents I discovered while exploring the place. It was a huge complex, no light in it. So a lot of the scenes are just pure darkness with me getting lost in there. Up in these asbestos choked holes, but yeah. Yeah. Could you draw an animal that represents the concept of birthdays? I don't know. For me, birthday, I don't work like that. I mean, I don't usually think in terms of like, oh, birthdays, like embodying concepts, you know. I have been on a pigeon bender though recently, drawing pigeons as symbols of rebirth, resurrection, thank heavens. The pigeon works, okay. Yeah, I like painting birds. I may have had some actual paintings here to show you. Oh, fucking hell, you're in luck. I have this watercolor too. This started out as a series. These things started out as pigeons. And then by the third or fourth painting, it had metamorphosed into this thing. Yeah. Blake Richardson says, I love it. These are all with watercolors. I actually scored an amazing deal on watercolors just a day ago. So here's a tip. If you are living in a city, if you see an art supply store or a stationery shop or even like one of those old grandma shops, you know, go in there and ask them for watercolors. Because that's what I did, and I was rewarded with this. So this big, they had these tiny English watercolors. It's a very high quality brand too. Over 20 years old. They still work like magic. I bought 5 of them, and they were literally like 1/10 the price they would seek today. So it was an amazing deal. I then bought a little fucking matchbox. Put them in my matchbox. Just like that. Birthday shaman, says Cream Pie. Ah. Well, maybe one day I'll disclose the reason why I've been drawing pigeons left and right, but... Brilliant, says Starfield Houses. Any more questions? Come on, and let's not make this about my birthday, please. I don't want to be feeling my age. I'll show you another trick you can play with markers, by the way, and a brush pen, but you need a brush pen to do this. When you draw something, wait. When you draw something with a brush pen, the lines are usually a bit coarse. Now this results in a lot of like cells and, you know, these artifacts. Now you can use your markers to fill in those little blanks. Like so, by these tiny accents. Complex question for a simple man. Maybe some muted greens here. And if you do this thing, immediately the whole thing kind of becomes arty. Oh, I like that actually. Blake Richardson says, I finished a new design. Would you like to see it? Send it over, but I might not guarantee immediate screen time right away. So when you add those little details on your drawing, Now you see what the difference it makes. And you can literally, I cut this out and frame it. In fact, that's what I'm going to do now. Or maybe not, this page is too good. But you could like literally slice this out of the page and, well, why don't we do it? Yeah, I have a comparable. Yeah, okay, so you first, let's sign it, not with this. Kind of a nowhere question, says EM10. Have you ever tried working without a black marker? I'm afraid not. I got black markers all over the place. Okay, so you got this, okay? Let's cut this out. I'm going to show you how you can turn your little sketches, maybe something on the margins of your notebook. Just take a slicer. You can also do this with a ruler, but I love doing it freehand. Yeah. Okay, we took the bird out. It's just like this now. Let me clean this edge. Okay. Okay, so this is our bird now. Let's do some more details. Wait, I'm digging up. Okay, so I want the pigeon to stand out as a white thing, so I've just taken out the pencil now. Just gonna shade it. And maybe this is an egg, or I don't know what it is. Maybe a glass of water for the bird. Mm-hmm. Notice I'm using this. This is actually chip paper. Like, this is the paper they use for food packaging, and they lay these out on the bottoms of fish and chips meals. But yeah, this thing really holds markers and paints well. I'm just gonna show you. Now look at this, peoples. It's just incredible. Now this is only the first step. It's a tiny drawing. I mean, when I draw a bird, how do I make the feet look natural? Blake Richardson says. You need to reference photos. You look at photos, trace them if you have to. Just learn. You can't wing it. You have to learn from nature. Which goes to show, imagine what else we don't know. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of fossils out there and fossil animals and shit where we just don't know how the body feature looks like. And that way, even when we have complete fossils, that way we're just completely missing out on their real life appearance. Okay, so remember, we had our big sketch page, and this must be actually part of your everyday kit. A little pocket knife or a paper cutter. You can cut out anything, and it doesn't need to be in a regular form. And you can cut it out and frame it as an individual work of art. I mean, the paper itself could be framed, but if you, let's say you want to make a gift, okay, like a birthday gift or get well soon gift or whatever, you take that and just a second. I'm looking for background sheets. Okay, this will have to do. You take another sheet, okay? In my case, I'm just using a regular ass white sheet now. In fact, let us fold this in two. But ideally, you use something fancier, like a kind of cardboard, or like actually like fancy paper, you know? Okay, this is our background sheet for this thing now. And with a little bit of glue, wait, I'm digging up my glue. Also, you need to carry a little bit of glue with you on your person at all times. You just don't leave the house without it. I mean, if you do, you can, but then don't call yourself an artist. So let's glue our bird. Just apply it very liberally. Sorry, not very liberally, very delicately. That's what I'm getting at, especially at the edges. Okay, we glue this now. A secret with using glue, and I only learned this after a coincidence. You also have this little water spray. I'm sorry, you don't ever leave the house without this either. You just give it one dash, okay? It makes the paper relax. Like when you spray paper with glue, it changes form. So now comes the really lovely, delicate part. You just lay it out, but kind of like drape it. And then because of the water, now it's way more smoother, and you can layer it here. And then you turn it upside down. We have a smudge here from the glue. It might go away, it might not. But now this is ready for framing. You kind of made a background thing. And finally, okay, finally you stamp it. Actually, for a better view, I'm just going to remove this thing. Just gonna flip it. See how cool this looks now. Yes. Burp. And you just have your stamp, and you stamp it in a way that it hits both the artwork and the background paper simultaneously, like so. And then, I don't know, you write your little note if you want to. Wishing you all the best or something, okay? And then this is ready to get framed. And this way, you can take apart your small drawings and give them life. You can cut out these things. Remember all those tools on Photoshop, the slicing tool, the cutting tool, the selection tool, whatever, they're based, at least semantically, they're based on actual materials. And then this is how you do it. Ideally, I would have used a heavier kind of paper, maybe some fancy background design even, but it goes so well and it looks like a complete kind of thing. Imagine if this was framed and it could be in somebody's house for years, decades to come, a really finished, proper work of art. One day I might teach you about framing shit too. Yeah, but how nice. Okay, any more comments, questions? Bring them on. Blake Richardson sent the secret design for Siatuke, a really nice creature. I'll showcase it on Twitter if you post it there. This technique can be used to make really nice composite art pieces. I agree, EM10 says. Pretty brown background, yeah. Use different sorts of paper. I can't tell you how much a difference it makes to use traditional materials. Like if I could throttle you and like scream it into your... Really? When this solar flame was happening, and for posterity, I am recording on the 18th of May, 2024. When the solar flame happened, I was like secretly praying for the irrevocable and ultimate destruction of all digital media so people can go back to making stuff like this. Especially in this day of AI art and digital saturation. Like you wake up and you see more images in your morning doom scroll. You see more images than a person did in their entire lifetime a century ago, you know? And all those images are shit. They're not only forgettable, they are designed to make you feel bad about themselves. If not designed, they've been selected for that because that's how the algorithm gets interactions. Not even with AI art. It could be like genuine art done digitally, but just viewed on a digital platform and a little fucking scrolling smartphone screen, it's just destroyed. Whereas if you make your art this way, you can still use digital techniques. I use digital techniques all the time. I mean, I got a drawing tablet right here. You know, that's how I make most of my drawings and retouch work. But when you turn to real stuff, there's the magic there that nothing else has. And you know, you could give this to a friend, you could send them by mail or like give it as a gift in person. They're gonna keep it for like, I mean, I've had this happen to me, okay? Like, I used to have friends or like years ago, ex-girlfriends and stuff. Like I used to make little doodles and give it to them. Years later, decades later, in some cases, even after like we've lost touch or we've grown apart, I've noticed they still keep them in their houses because something like this has value. It reminds people that somebody thought about them and like did things for them. It has a value that digital things just don't have, I'm afraid. And yes, in this day and age, we have more and more digital friendships. But like, take the time to do something real for them and mail it to them. You know, go to the post office. The post office isn't just there for the Unabomber to send bombs through, or for Amazon deliveries, for that matter. More questions, more comments. Come on, bring them on. Now we tore this paper in two, left us with this. I'm just gonna do something quick. First time chatter, Gordon Freeball says, I have a lot of those in the box under my bed. They're basically my treasure. Great. Based lurker. Soup master. Have any interesting dreams lately? I have been watching, I've been doing the Gateway tapes. Do you know what those are? They're the tapes the CIA used in conjunction with this thing called the Monroe Institute to develop psychic spying, but they're also really great sleep and meditation aids. I've been listening to the first two tapes and just going into a relaxed state. There's nothing mambo jumbo about it. It's just us one voice, a really nice voice actor. He tells you to relax and unwind, and they play some frequency sounds, and it really puts you in a weird headspace. I feel so rested. I really like that thing. So look it up, the Gateway tapes. And they are making me have weird dreams, but I don't know, like, you don't have the clearance for those dreams, I'm afraid. Kire Fiskroff says, with everything being scroll, digital media really distracts from the ability to appreciate art online. I agree. Yeah, I mean, like, I was like 12 or 13. I was in school dealing with all these people and their shit. When I realized, they can't do this. Like, when they have to draw, they have to like play games with themselves. Like, my technique improved, but I could always make things flow like this, from the mind to the paper. You don't need a sketch. You don't need an outline. You sometimes don't even need an idea. You only need your hand and the repository of knowledge, and then the drawing makes itself. That's how I created a lot of my famous creature designs, actually. Like, they come to you. Obviously, you study anatomy, art, and natural history beforehand, but they come to you. And obviously, not every improvisation is a instant success. There's usually a lot of just crap sketches or false starts, but why should that scare you? Starfield Houses says, people often tell me they spend a lot of time digging into the details of my art. Ideally, I would display my art on huge screens or with projectors. Disclaimer, I always finish my work in digital. Well, I mean, look, you do you, but at least get printouts, because what happens if there's a version change or you get old or these files corrode somehow or the platform you host them on breaks down, you know. I know this turned out to be a weird kind of bird-like mammal. Yeah, a sort of pseudo-avian chipmunk. Semi-bird and semi-squirrel. Yeah, maybe one of those stem hematotherm things. Okay. Blake Richardson says, I really like this creature. It's very unique. Oh shit, I did the stamp upside down. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy, everybody. Listen, any last comments or questions? Because I'm going to have an early night. But this was a great stream. Thanks to you all for being here and celebrating my birthday. Really means a lot to me. Yeah, then you can refine this sketch and like flesh it out and yeah. Gordon Freeball says, I just got here. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday to you too. Just a second. Okay. Starfield Houses says, this guy is looking at its hands and saying, what have I done? Maybe. Mikin Spekovo says, it was nice hopping on to stream after some time. Hope you have a good night and happy rest of your birthday. Also discovered you have the same birthday as my brother. Well, happy birthday to your brother. Kyra Fiskroff, how many different Kohanim drone cases? Well, you just have to... That kind of information I don't reveal on live streams because I've revealed that stuff before behind a paywall on Patreon. And it just wouldn't be fair, would it? Okay, guys, any last words, any last wishes? I'm just going to faint. I'm very tired, but in a good way. And also, do look up those gateway tapes. They're incredible. Just a second. Soup Master says good night. Starfield Houses says good night. It was a great stream. Yeah, the gateway experience. Look this up and really do this. I mean, like, really kind of play it with earphones and try to sleep. I don't know if, I'm not sure if you go to another dimension, but you really rest well. And you know me, I'm a skeptic when it comes to those things. It's still incredible. Okay, good night, everybody. An hour and a half. Okay, I'll give it 2 more minutes, then I'll call it quits. But this was wonderful. Download them and play them because YouTube does ads and it really fucks up your concentration. Last 2 minutes, and also let me know what was your favorite artwork and drawing today. The pigeon. Oh, everybody loved this. Le pigeon says. Yeah, that's my life. That's my birthday. Last minute before I hang up. God damn, time isn't kind to women, but it really showers gifts upon men. I haven't felt this handsome ever. Kyra Fiskroff likes the avian squirrel. Yes, Twink Death is real, but so is Chad Rebirth. The solution is HRT. Okay, that's it, everybody. Good night. You've been pigeoned. And go listen to the Gateway experience. It's really nice. And thanks to Blake Richardson for the incredible Kuhanim birthday gift. Here's a pigeon coming straight to you, wishing you all the best. Goodbye for now.